Hello everyone, and welcome to the Introduction to Houdini for FX Artists. My name is Saber Jalasi and I'm going to be your instructor for this course. I wanted to record this video to explain the content of the workshop and how it is structured and how you guys can get the most out of this content. And throughout the course we're going to be talking about a variety of topics, this starting with the particle simulation. We're going to then move on to learn about fluids and smoke simulation in Houdini, and then we're going to learn destruction as well as fluid towards the end. In between all this, we're also going to learn a variety of techniques to render particles, volume, and use Mantra to render geometry. Now, every time we progress, every week we progress, we're going to acquire new knowledge. Every week is somewhat linked to the previous week, so it's going to be very important to follow along consistently and study the material of every week, because by the time we get to week 5 or 4, if you haven't thoroughly followed the beginning of the workshop, it's going to be hard to catch up at that time. And the way this structured is we're going to first get introduced to Houdini and how it works. We're going to start slow and easy in the first week to get everyone to the same level that we need to be able to fully understand what's coming next. Now, I know a lot of you guys are also very comfortable with Houdini. There is also people from students from the 3D Artist Workshop. So the first week is going to be an introduction that hopefully gets everybody at the same level. The more advanced user may find it a little bit repetitive, but it is required so that we can make sure that everybody, including the newly beginners, can comfortably get started with Houdini and don't miss on any valuable information. So we're going to start in the first week by acquiring how to use the application, how to navigate through Houdini, how to use points and things like that. And then we're going to learn about particles, create various particles. Now, as we acquire more knowledge, for example, once we understand how fluid solver, the smoke solver works, we're going to be able to create more complex particle sims. So at that time, we're going to go back and create something a bit more complex in terms of particle sim. And then as we progress, we're going to learn how to do destruction, for example, and create a lot of moving geometry. At that time as well, we're going to reuse the particle knowledge from the first weeks to recreate some debris and some dust falling and things like that, as well as create smoke for the effects. And then we're going to learn about fluids and create white water, which is also particle based in Houdini. So there is a lot of intersection between these topics. Now, the effects, the particle based section, which is these guys here, and there is more, is individual projects that you can reuse or you can integrate in any environment. And the goal is, I don't want you guys to be recopying what exactly I'm going to be doing. I want you guys to try and explore these techniques that I'm going to be showing you. They're going to be it's going to be a lot of new stuff and a lot of techniques that can create a variety of different effects. And I highly encourage you guys to try and do that rather than just recreating what I'm showing in the videos, because these techniques are very, very flexible and they can do much more than what I'm going to show you. So hopefully with all these examples, you guys will acquire enough knowledge that should by the end get you very, very, very comfortable working with Houdini SOPs, dynamics, rigid body, fluids, as well as rendering everything using Mantra like volumes and particles and things like that. So thank you so much for watching, and let's get started.